The stepfather of Jack and Lilly, the missing Sullivan siblings from PICTOU County, faces charges not related to the children. Let's go right to CTV late anchor Bruce Frisco in the News Center. Bruce, details pretty sparse, but what do we know?
Well, I'll tell you, Todd, as you say, very few details. We received some basic facts in an email this afternoon from RCMP, and we obtained some court documents about an hour ago. The arrest actually happened at the start of this week. So police arrested 34-year-old Daniel Robert Martell of Landsdowne on Monday, January 26th, around 11:30 in the morning. He is facing 3 charges, serious charges: assault, sexual assault, and forcible confinement. Court documents say the victim was an adult female, and the alleged incidents occurred on Gairloch Road in Landsdowne on December 1st, 2024. That's about 6 months before the children vanished from their home. Martell, I don't have to tell you, has been a very public face of this very high-profile story. He was living with the children's mother when they disappeared last May. He has spoken with reporters on several occasions and insisted he's done everything investigators have asked him to do, but he's also complained he's felt like he's been living under an unfair cloud of suspicion, especially in online groups. The Sullivan case, of course, has made headlines right around the world. Police have conducted multiple extensive searches, including using cadaver dogs, but they have yet to find any trace of the missing 4- and 6-year-old children. There were private searches as well. We can tell you Martell has been released on a number of conditions, and he's due in PICTOU Provincial Court on March the 2nd, so that's a little better than a month away. We also need to stress that none of these allegations have yet been proven in court, Todd.
Wait a minute. They just said a woman, it happened on their road in December 2024, 6 months before Jack and Lilly went missing. This is around the same time that CAS came out for the children. So what do you guys think? I want you to leave your comments below. Do those two correlate with one another? Do they go with one another? Let me know below. Now listen to this.
But I don't think Janie knows just exactly some of the serious stuff that Daniel got into. Okay. So as far as flip-flop, yeah, I did sort of, I was, at the time, I should have clarified that, yeah, I was going after Daniel to see if he did harm the children. Found out that no, he never harmed the children. And I stood up for Daniel that he never harmed the children. Right. And Malaya. But then later on, like I said, then I find out about the drug use and who he was buying his drugs from and what kind of people they were. And then as I find out more information, yeah, Daniel and Malaya are guilty of a lot of crap.
So what you're saying, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what you're saying is that they are not. Are you saying that they're directly responsible for hurting the children? Or what are you saying here?
I have no proof. I have no actual proof from in their household that they were directly responsible for physically hurting the children. But neglect, yes, neglect is abuse.
Right.
And Daniel's testimony to me a lot of times, now this is unsupported, this is what Daniel, and I had no witnesses to this because it was purely coming from, Daniel came after me he knew that Patty asked me to look into him. And I hadn't seen Daniel for years. I can't even remember the last time I saw Daniel before he showed up. Right. And Daniel asked me, initially he asked me to meet him at Tim Hortons in Westville, and Ron, his uncle, drove him in.